Hey guys, it's Ep25 here, and welcome back to episode 25 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode, we've got a really good episode lined up, finishing off, doing some more of the summer transfer window, not necessarily finishing off today, but we've also got the Manchester derby coming up as well in the league to play, so a really big episode for us. After that, just 3 days later, game against Sheffield United in the FL Cup, which to be honest we might well play a weak inside against. Of course we'll play a strong team against United, so we are expecting to have to make changes for that game, but it should hopefully be a good enough team to get into the next round, and also give us an opportunity to try out some of the youngsters as well. We're going to also be focusing in today's episode on bringing in maybe one or two more players. I'm not going to necessarily spend all of our money because we do have £72 million still left, but I think certainly we need to try and add to it. And also, if you saw the last episode, we will be getting rid of some players as well. Iheanacho could be one to leave along with Ambrose, and Martinez could be the player that we bring in as well. There's a lot of players to get rid of. That'll probably be the main focus of this episode and next episode, as well as the games in between. Before we get any further, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's kick off by first of all take a look at some emails. Transfer offer in here for Aaron Moy, one of the players that of course we are looking to try and get rid of. Bayer Leverkusen coming in with a £7.5 million bid. We don't really want to get underneath his value, so we're going to go for £9.5 million, and I imagine they'll probably put in an offer of maybe 8 or 8.5 if they don't go ahead and match it. Player sold, that's Ambrose out the door to Nottingham Forest, £1.7 million for him. Chelsea saying unacceptable for Javier Martinez, so that's a bit disappointing again that our bid has been declined. That was Otamendi and £25 million, so really, really strong offer, giving them a player and such a good amount of money as well. So I don't really know what's going to take to sign him. I want to get Otamendi out the door, but it doesn't seem like they're interested in him at all. I'm not so sure who they will be interested in that I would want to get rid of. So we might just remove Otamendi, try and sell him separately, and we'll have to go with I think £33 million just to kind of be on some sort of level of what the chief executive reckons he's worth. Also more good news as well, Sol accepts his new contract at the club, so he signs an extra, I think, 1 year extension on his deal. So what I've decided to do is list Otamendi and Mangala now. He might well keep hold of Mangala, it kind of just depends, but we have listed him for now. We'll see what sort of offers we get in for him. Athletic Bilbao coming back and saying they're happy to pay £22.5 million for Iheanacho. We're wanting a bit more than that. I think we asked for 25 in the last episode, if I remember correctly. And I think what we're going to do is just ask for an extra million. We're going to try and squeeze as much money out of Iheanacho as possible. It'll be sad to see him go because, of course, one of our youngsters that would have been nice to develop, and I haven't been that impressed with him in game. He's been okay off the bench, but as a starter, I can't really see it happening. We've got a lot of good attacking players as well in this club at the moment, so we are going to have to get rid of him, I think, sadly. Transfer offer in for Sol, a player's just signed a new contract. Liverpool, £39.5 million. I don't think any amount of money would really allow us to sell him, to be totally honest. He's been playing so well. Certainly one of our best midfielders on this career so far. Bayer Leverkusen coming back and saying they'll pay £9.5 million for Aaron Moyes. He could well be out the door after this game against Man United, or maybe even before the game against Man United, if that deal does go through pretty quickly. Let's wait and see, can we have that Javier Martinez deal accepted? No, it's been rejected, but first of all, Bilbao coming back and matching £23.5 million for Iheanacho. Some more money coming through the door, but mainly it's about getting the players out rather than money. But Chelsea saying unacceptable £50.5 million. What a ridiculous amount that is. We're going to have to get a bit more close to it, of course. We'll go with £40 million. And maybe they'll accept that, but I think we might have to increase it still. Okay, so on to this Manchester derby game now. Edison will start in goal for us. Kyle Walker right back, Company, Otamendi and Bertrand in defence. De Bruyne, Sol and Silva in midfield as ever. Sanchez on the right-hand side, Aguero up front with Leroy Sané on the left-hand side. This is the bench I've gone with, plenty of options. I mean, the names we've got on there, the overalls of the players on there is quite incredible, really, to have as a bench. A lot of decent players missing out as well. There's still a lot of good names in there that have missed out, but some of which will be sold at some point, so that's why they've missed out. But yeah, let's crack on with the game. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points in the second league game of the season. Obviously a huge match for us, one that we really want to try and win, but of course, in the grand scheme of things, probably won't determine any sort of results for us in the long term. Okay, here we are for this match. It's away at Old Trafford. We've got to get ourselves a win here. It's a fantastic team that we have out on the pitch, but we've got to make sure that we put on a really good performance. In the first 2 games we played of this season, one being a league game, the other the Community Shield, we have really played fantastic football and scored plenty of goals, so hopefully that can continue into the Manchester derby. But of course it is going to be, I would expect, quite a tough game. Man United's got some decent players. I certainly think our team is better on paper anyway. Aguero, look at Leroy Sané, can he outpace Eric Bailly? He's going to cut back inside, look to Sergio Aguero, he's gone for the shot, saved by David De Gea. Oh, it's got over to Anthony Martial, it's covered, go on, oh no. Should have had it covered there. Really poor defending, just allowed them to get an extra man over on the left hand side, and Martial puts them 1-0 up 9 minutes in. Kyle Walker completely out of position, don't know what he's doing so far inside. There's nobody really to mark inside, so he should have just stayed out as the right back, but for some reason, look how deep he comes in. There is actually someone to mark, but he should have passed it along to Vincent Kompany, and he doesn't, and it's a really poor attempt at trying to intercept it as well. Scores past Ederson, not the sort of start that we wanted to this game at all, losing the match 1-0. Oh, it's 2-0. Juan Mata, I think, won a header, and that's embarrassing when that happens, isn't it? 36 minutes in. What has gone on here? No idea how this has found the back of the net. Surely it should be the other way around. Mata into Fellaini, surely. It's gone past Ederson. Kyle Walker again, I think, at fault there. Got to win the header against Juan Mata. It's 2-0. How are we losing this match? I have no idea. And at the moment, we are losing the Manchester derby. We're not even at half-time and it's 2-0. De Bruyne into Sanchez. He's going to have to try and find Silva, who's going to hit one. Oh, fires it into the back of the net. What a response. 2-1, only a couple of minutes after they got their second. Don't know what Bernardo Silva's doing there, but he struck it really well. Kevin De Bruyne just into Sanchez. Sanchez lays it off to him. Nobody there to block it, and it's smashed into the back of the net. 2-1, right back in this match. Leroy Sané trying to go this one alone. Needs another runner. Sergio Aguero's going to be that man. Aguero got to finish it off, and he has done. We're back on level terms. It's 2-2 on the stroke of half-time. We've got the equaliser, and from 2-0 down, we've managed to, in like 10 minutes or so, managed to get ourselves back on level terms. Really impressive stuff. Just curls it around David De Gea, starting to play much better now. Hopefully that can continue, and that should be it for the first half as well, near enough. Yep, so remains 2-2. A really good first half in terms of the amount of goals that have been scored. Anyway, hopefully that continues in the second half, but we want to come out on top, so we've got to try and get ourselves a few more goals. Kevin De Bruyne, good luck to Bernardo Silva, he's through again. Bernardo Silva makes it 3-2. We're starting to open up Man United now, make it look almost easy at times, straight from kick-off this time round. And it's just 2 minutes in, we've managed to get ourselves a third goal. I don't know what's happened in the last sort of 10 minutes of game time. We seem to have just managed to have got 3 goals from nowhere. Unbelievable stuff. Again comes from Kevin De Bruyne, part of the attack. This time just slipping a ball through. And it's Bernardo Silva again, his second goal for us. After so few goals last season, he's already got probably about half of what he got last season. So incredible stuff from him, and it's now 3-2. Aguero, now onto Sanchez. Chance again to run at them. Sanchez going, looking for a cut back here to Aguero. Oh, what a save from David De Gea. That would have been a perfect bit of play yet again. It didn't quite get us the fourth goal that we wanted. Would have given us a bit of breathing room as well, but so close to a fourth. Really good play. Sanchez. Oh, I think he's offside there, Aguero. Another good ball through, though. In fact, it wasn't. It's not being given. He must have been onside. Oh, Bernardo Silva looking to turn his man. Can he get himself a hat-trick? Saved by David De Gea. Just about cleared. That would have been a really nice way to have got his hat-trick, but it was always going to be a difficult one to find the back of the net. Not enough power behind it, really. Got ourselves a chance, though, to again try and create something. Kevin De Bruyne into Sergio Aguero, who can't quite head it down. In complete control at the moment. Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Again, looked to play it onto the edge of the box. Sol this time didn't quite strike it as I'd expected. Leroy Sané going to look for a cut back here. Sergio Aguero's there. Aguero to shoot. Again, save Sanchez. Can he add it? Yes, he has done. He's added to the scoreline. It's now 4-2. Sanchez scoring one of those sort of goals not so long back, maybe last episode, I can't remember now, where he just manages to get in at the back post and put it past the goalkeeper into virtually an empty net. He's done it again. It's 4-2 now. We're starting to add on to the scoreline even further. Crazy Manchester derby for us, but yeah, we've actually made it look relatively easy in the second half. Aguero through to Silva. They've really started to open up now. They've thrown loads of players forward. Silva struggling for pace. He's going to go across the box into Sanchez, and it's 5-2 now. Man United have completely capitulated from 2-0 up. They're now losing the game 5-2. 15 minutes left. And I think we're going to make some changes now. And now we've got a 3-goal advantage over them. And we'll give some other players some chance to hopefully add to the scoreline even further. Okay, all 3 changes, 15 minutes left. Sterling, Lozano and Gundogan all coming on. That means we'll take off Kevin De Bruyne, Silva and Leroy Sané. Sanchez will remain on the pitch. He'll go on the left-hand side now, allowing him to cut inside if he wants to. Well, yeah, we'll wait and see how that goes and hopefully add to the scoreline even further. I can't believe we're winning 5-2 at Old Trafford here. Crazy result for us, but really good play. Of course, we've had to go across the box there, but at the end of the day, we're trying to get as many goals as possible. Sanchez gets his 4th of the season, and this is only the 2nd league game of the season, so pretty impressive. Yes, well played Sanchez. Wins it back off Phil Jones, who just looks so weak there. Sanchez, can he get another one? Sanchez does. It's now 6-2. Oh my days, what has happened to Man United? Well, I can tell you what's happened. They've thrown loads of players forward, and the 6-2 down, so there's not really any need to But 9 minutes to go, now 6-2. It's just getting really embarrassing for them. Sanchez gets, I think, is that his third of the game? I want to say that. I'm not so sure. It might well be his third of the match. If it is, and that of course means he's got a hat-trick in the Manchester derby. Really good little finish round David De Gea, and now it's 6-2. Another chance to attack. Oh, this is embarrassing. Look at the way they're throwing players forward. Raheem Sterling across to Lozano, makes it 7-2. I can't even celebrate anymore because that is just embarrassing defending from Man United. What is that? 7-2 in the Manchester derby. Bearing in mind we're on Legendary, the sliders are in the opposition's favour as well. You can't really get on a high difficulty, to be totally honest. And yeah, we're just pulling them apart. Incredible play yet again. Raheem Sterling going sweaty. Of course, we are just looking to get as many goals as possible. Despite not necessarily scoring the nicest goals to watch, we are just trying to get as many as possible. And it's now 7-2. Lozano, the substitute, scoring. Kyle Walker through to Raheem Sterling. He's going to get there, isn't he? We're going to have to try and play a pass through into Sergio Aguero. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. I think he's the only player really not to contribute that much, to be honest, in this game. Sergio Aguero. Not seen too much of him, really. That's it. Finished 7-2. A 9-goal thriller for us in the Manchester derby. Incredible result. Incredible performance. Considering we were losing 2-0 at like the 30th minute or something, to turn it round and then win 7-2 was pretty impressive in the last 60 minutes of the game. Sanchez does get the match ball, I think was what was being shown there. So he gets himself a hat-trick. But yeah, I can't really believe the turnaround that we've managed to achieve there. 15 shots, 13 on target, 7 goals. Okay, so on to some more player drills before we go any further on simming matches or getting to the next game. Let's wait and find out how he gets on with these youngsters. Hopefully see them go up a little bit. Ferreira there, the left back, going up to 71 overall. He's going to be incredible. He's Brazilian. He's got a really high potential between 90 and 94, I think it is. He's already at 71 overall, and I think he's 16, 17. Crazy stuff. He's got 2 overalls since being promoted, which is great news for us. Can we get Javier Martinez signed before this game against Sheffield United? Not that he'd probably play, to be honest, but it doesn't seem like we are going to get him in. Otamendi received a bid for him. Barcelona, £13 million. A little bit of a weak offer, to be honest. I was after more sort of 17 or 18 million pounds. We'll see what Barca say to that. Hopefully they match it. Wilfred Bonny, a bidding for him. Good news. Need to get him out the door. We'll go £14 million. Hopefully Augsburg agree to it. I think we're going to offer a contract to one of our youngsters in the youth academy here. He's 66 overall, 18 years old, and a right mid. His value is £1.1 million already. I don't think we've really seen much of him or looked at him much, but he does seem like a really good player. And I think it's right to bring him into the first team setup, so we've got another space to bring in someone else into the youth academy. A lot of really talented youngsters already in the youth academy. It's looking really, really good. We're going to continue to try and promote as many people as possible, but of course only do that at the right times, which means we can now move on to the monthly scouting updates where we've not been able to sign the players that we've wanted to, and hopefully add a couple of those players into the youth academy now. We don't have enough space though for everyone at the moment. Great news for us, we've got a player sold here. Aaron Moy goes to Bayer Leverkusen, £8 million added on to the transfer budget. Bad news though, we've had no further talks from Chelsea, not interested in selling him, and don't believe that we're going to meet what they're after. I don't think we're actually that far away. £40 million is a decent offer. They wanted 50.5, so I think there'd only been a couple more million to have got him, but clearly weren't interested in that sort of money or getting rid of him, so we're going to have to look, I think, to a different centre-back, because Otamendi is going to be going no matter what. I want to try and bring in a better one, and I think we're going to look to Bonucci. I think he's going to be the other option. Another really good centre-back, someone that's going to be playing alongside Vincent Kompany and giving us some really good experience alongside Kompany, who's already a very experienced player himself, and obviously he's a great overall, really, really good stats in general. Even though I don't think he'll be joining Man.City in real life, we've got to try and sign somebody, and I think Bonucci will be the right guy to bring in. He has been linked in the past to Man.City, but I don't think it's very likely in this transfer window. He might also be a little bit cheaper as well. It seems like we could potentially get him for about £35 million. We'll go with, I think, 36 though to begin with, and hopefully Juventus accepts it. Okay, this is the sign I'm going to go with for the game against Sheffield United, the final game of today's episode. For those of you who don't know, the reason why the episodes are getting a bit shorter is because currently I'm on holiday, so these are pre-recorded, and therefore to make it a little bit easier for me, I've made them a bit shorter. That'll be the case for the next couple of weeks when these uploads are out. This is the sign I'm going to go with. Joe Hart is in goal, Semedo at right back, we've got Stones and Mangala at centre-back, trying out Mangala here. Ferreira, our young left-back, starts as well. Fernandinho, Gundogan and Yaya Toure in midfield. Sterling on the right-hand side, Lozano on the left-hand side with Gabriel Jesus starting up front. Quite a strong attack still. This is the bench I've gone with. Plenty of different options on there yet again. We won't actually have Otamendi on there, we'll have Hernandez. Delph, Diaz, Zinchenko, Moreno, Fernandez and Iheanacho all on there. Plenty of different options. Iheanacho might well feature in what could be his last game for us here. Let's wait and see how we get on. Sheffield United in the FL Cup, the first round I think as well. It should be a game that we win pretty comfortably. Okay, here we go. Away for this match against Sheffield United. Obviously we're expected to win this game pretty comfortably, but we've got to go out there and do that with a changed side. Hopefully we're going to play okay, but I'm a little bit worried that Sheffield United will come out here and knock us out the EFL Cup, because we have sometimes had a couple upsets, especially in the final against Ipswich when we should have won that game on paper, but didn't go on to win that match, which was very disappointing, of course. Joe Hart's starting as well for the first time since his return, which is great to see, and hopefully he'll put in a good performance. Sterling switching over there to Lozano, really good pass, taking him quite wide. Yaya Touré's in the middle, can we pick him out? Touré gets on the end of it, always difficult, had to run backwards to get there. Yaya Touré looking for Raheem Sterling. A pass was a little bit overhit. He might just get there. Going to now go for the cross into Gabriel Jesus. He wins it, but not good enough again to be the goalkeeper. Certainly had fewer chances than the game against Man United, but those chances that we have had haven't even been clear-cut either, which has been a bit frustrating in the opening 30 minutes. There's still plenty of time to hopefully try and get ourselves a goal. Lozano here looking to capitalise from a mistake and couldn't pull the trigger for some reason. Lozano back heels to Gabriel Jesus. Again, not quite managed to find the corner. It's just a little bit too easy for the goalkeeper at the moment. Going to play this one short to Raheem Sterling. Going to look for a good delivery. Oh, 3 players there. And again, wasn't on target, but it had to be headed away. And a great opportunity for us, but should have done much better there. Lozano still running through. No one else able to break down the defence. He might. He's going to shoot and save by more. Again, not quite a good enough strike to get it past him. Really needed a goal before half-time, but it's not going to happen. 0-0. Sheffield United will be happy that they've been resistant enough to us trying to break them down, and that have managed to get into half-time at 0-0. Frustrating for us though, because of course we wanted to score quite a few goals against them. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. On the attack, Sheffield United not really done anything, but certainly they'll be more than happy to try and just get to the end of the game without conceding. Okay, first 2 changes here, Zinchenko and Fernandes to come on. We'll take off Yaya Touré, and we'll also take off Raheem Sterling as well. 2 more experienced players actually coming off and bringing on the youngsters. But I think they're going to do well for us in the final 30 minutes. Fernandes certainly has proven in the past that he can do very well off the bench. So we'll wait and see how that goes. Of course, we will be making the 3rd and final change if we don't make any progress with that. Yes, well played, Lozano. Gundogan now into Fernandinho. Now a chance for Fernandes off the post. Really good opportunity. I thought we'd beaten the goalkeeper. We did, but we just couldn't beat the post. It sadly smashed it and gone back out of play. Frustrating. Really good opportunity for us. Final change, we're going to change the formation, 3 at the back, we're going to go to a 3-4-1-2. Iheanacho's going to come on for what might be his last game, and Ferreira will come off, and that means Mangala, Stones and Semedo plays the 3 centre-backs. 20 minutes to go here, and yeah, going 2 up front now. Hopefully that'll work, and hopefully Iheanacho can score on what could be, like I said, his last game. Gabriel Jesus going to look to turn and shoot, falls nicely for Fernandinho scores! Oh, falls really nicely for him, and he's just slotted it home into the back of the net and into the bottom left-hand corner. It's now 1-0, 73 minutes in, and a really, really good response from us here. Fernandinho into Gabriel Jesus, and like I say, just falls to him really nicely in his left foot to shoot, and he's put us in front really late on in this game. We shouldn't have had to have done this so late on in the match, but we have done, and we've now managed to get ourselves in the lead. Hopefully we can stay in the lead. Oh, chance here for Fernandes. He's managed to get on the end of his own header. Needs some support. Zinchenko's alongside him. Does he have the pace to keep up? I don't think so. Might be able to get in the box though if we can play the cross. Fernandes to Zinchenko makes it 2-0. Doubled our lead. And that should be us into the next round now. Past Sheffield United in the EFL Cup first round. Really good end to this match for us in the final 15 minutes or so. Doubling our lead here. Zinchenko, the substitute, managing to get on the score sheet as well, which is quite nice. Iheanacho, good luck to Lozano, fantastic pass. Lozano, can he finish it off? Made to go past the goalkeeper? No, it's just been kept from going past the line, and Gabriel Jesus smashes it this time round. It's now 3-0, 5 minutes left of this game. Gabriel Jesus finds the back of the net. Really good strike, should have gone in moments earlier really, but couldn't find a way in the back of the net, cleared off the line, and this time Gabriel Jesus scores. Really good from us. Fantastic end to the game, certainly going 3 at the back and pushing a second striker on the pitch was very helpful to us, and it's now meant that it's 3-0, 5 minutes left of this game. This is the scoreline that it should have been a bit earlier on in the match really. Oh, what a ball in. Chance, and it's past Joe Hart. He's got to save that, Joe Hart. There's no question about it. Of course, he's unmarked in the middle, and it's because we've got the 3 at the back and we've been a bit stretched. But yeah, he's got to be marked there. We've lost our clean sheet in the 90th minutes, and really disappointing stuff. Can't believe that. Got to just stand on him. It's not that difficult. Stones is absolutely nowhere. Semedo's not covering him either. And Joe Hart should do better, I think. He's got no excuses. He's 6'5". He's got to save that. So it's 3-1, and I imagine that's how this game will finish. There won't be too much longer left of the match, but disappointing to have conceded there. We've barely even had any shots against us in this game. I was just about to say Joe Hart's got himself a clean sheet on his return as well, but clearly hasn't. Finishes 3-1, we're into the next round. That is the main thing. Of course, we had to play a heavily changed team there, but we are going to be doing many changes, really, in these sort of cup competitions. We should have won the game much earlier. 13 shots, 10 on target suggests that we won the game pretty comfortably, and we did. And yeah, we're into the next round, and that will be everything for today's episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, goodbye.